is a podcast for all the things.
Yeah.
I know we're on, and I'm so happy we're here. And I was just smiling because I was thinking about a few podcasts back, which has become my favorite because we talked about our hair. And you had just gotten your hair cut.
Yeah.
And you had said, I think your hair looks great because I normally don't see it straight and down and the whole bit. It's back in a ponytail because you just got back from running 29 miles or something. And so it's usually not down, but it was down and straight. And you said in your just, your adorable accent, I look like Ally McBeal. And it's just driving because I like to listen to our podcasts because not only do I like doing them with you, I actually like listening to them.
That is amazing. I think I've said before, I've never listened to a podcast I'm on.
I know,
and in fact,
you should do it again. It's great.
I would never. And Barry often, because he edits the podcasts, I hear little snippets of my voice. I'm like, turn that off. I get sick of my own voice, I think, because I use it all the time and talking to, you know what it's like. So
I like your voice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He does too. Thankfully, he does as well, or else he'd have a bloody hard job having to listen to it all day. But he's fine.
Does he like my voice, or is that driving him crazy? He's starting to be like, "Oh my god!" So
did I
make him laugh?
No, you do, and in fact, he does. He hasn't said anything bad about your voice, and he would say he has an opinion of how certain people sound, and we have these conversations.
Okay.
Of course, they will not leave the confines of our house, but because he has to listen to a lot of different accents and a lot of different cadences, and some people are just lovely to listen to, and some people are just like scratching nails on the chalkboard.
Oh my god! Can I just say one thing? I was literally listening to because we are podcasters, I spend a lot of time researching. So yes, I do listen to ours not because I think whatever. I like ours. I like the way we sound, but I also listen to it so I can think about it and study it. But I also listen to a lot of other podcasts. And so, oh my God, I was listening to one and it was, talk about a cadence. She literally sounded, at first I thought, oh my God, is she going to cry? Which was fine. You know what I mean? In the podcast. Nope. That was 100%. It was just sort of this very, and I was like, it was the worst. I actually had to turn it off. And I was so bummed because what I thought she was talking about was quite interesting. You know what I mean? It's all the stuff we all love to hear. I couldn't get past it. I couldn't get past her voice. It was so awful.
I'm the same actually there's a very well-known nutritionist, or at least well-known in the metabolic space. And she has been on several podcasts and very big podcasts too, but also small ones. And I was listening to her and literally the same. I'm like, I can't listen to you anymore. Your voice is so grating to me.
So grating. It must be the same. I bet it's the same person.
It was different. She didn't sound like she was about to cry. She just sounded very... there's something about the way she sounded. I'm like, I can't actually listen to you. Sometimes your brain just doesn't tune in very well to the tone of the voice, and it's just, it really just feels like someone was like, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm okay. I'm just going to have to let that go. And to be fair, I was listening to it for just different ways of saying things. And I realized quite quickly, I'm like, oh no, you are not the person to sort of tune in for that.
I mean, we said it here, folks, unless you have, at some point, there has to be a delivery system. So I always say it's not just what you're saying, it's how you're saying it.
100%.
So we can all have, strong opinions, and there can be plenty of conversations about hormones and weight loss and nutrition and strength training, but how it is being delivered is as if maybe even more important than the information being delivered. So I think it's a nice reminder that you said that, because it clearly was evident to me, and we'll chat afterwards if it was the same person. It's awful. I'm glad Bear likes your voice. I'm glad he likes mine. Hi, happy, whatever day and time it is to you. I'm glad to see you and hear you.
Nice one. So speaking of delivery systems, you wanted to talk about the coffee burst.
I love it. That's what I call. And it was funny because when we were talking about it earlier, I realized that the coffee burst to me actually starts first thing in the morning, because I'm a loader of coffee. So I have my black coffee. I'm not, I pour, we have Pete's coffee. So everybody out there who drinks Pete's will understand. And then we just have a pot, right? So I brew the coffee, and then I put a little bit of the A2 half and half. And then I put a little bit of collagen peptide. And I think pretty soon when I get my butt to get the creatine, I think I might add a little creatine in to that mixture.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't think it
Nice
changes
one.
the flavor profile too much. And unflavored collagen peptides add a little bit of protein in the morning and give me a little bit of those other things. And it doesn't change the flavor because I like coffee. Okay, so that is the first way in which I use the coffee burst.
Mm-hmm.
That. And then you can tell me how you have your coffee in the morning because I forget how you do it. How do you have your coffee in the morning?
Well, I have it black, but I have it alongside electrolytes. And I've been recently playing around, and I also have currants. So it's a black currant supplement, which I really love. And it's brilliant for vasodilation, for fat oxidation, recovery from running. And because I'm often having coffee with my electrolytes and out the door. But actually, of late, I've been finding the coffee, the very first coffee in the morning, just a little bit harsh. In that I look forward to the idea of it, but I don't love having it itself. So I've been thinking about putting in my collagen peptides in my coffee as opposed to having them after. And there's no better or worse time to have collagen. Actually, it's just put it in wherever.
I like it when I'm doing the same thing you're doing, though. So good.
Yeah, yeah. And my friend Dan, he does that. Cam also does that. And then also thinking about what else I might put up there. I might just put a bit of like cream or something in just to dampen down the really intense, like the effect it could have on my gut. And I never used to be this way. It's a bit sad. I used to very easily have black coffee, no problem. But sometimes it is in fact the delivery system, isn't it? It's like what machine are you making it in? Is it a filter? Is it an espresso? So these are things I'm thinking about with coffee, but I love the idea of the coffee in the morning.
Do you love the idea of creatine? While we're on my coffee burst, the version 1 of my coffee burst, of creatine in that little concoction in the morning?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
I also think we were talking about this. You said something too that was really good. You called it a stacking. Like
habit stacking.
Okay. So habit stacking it is super important. In case you all don't know what that is, this is sort of you can quickly explain it, but this is like a small version of what habit stacking might be first thing in the morning, right? It's like as simple as this is how I have my coffee. And so I know these things are going into it. So if I want to get creatine or I want to get collagen peptide or I want to get something, it's like I know it can, if it doesn't happen the rest of the day, I know it'll happen there because that's my habit first thing in the morning.
Exactly that. It's the same with the currants. Like I know I want to be taking it pre-training, but just taking it in general, it's right beside the coffee machine. So I don't even have to think about it. I'm just taking it. Absolutely that.
So really it's just about like, it's exactly the words. It's just stacking the habit. It's making the habit accessible.
And easy. Yeah.
And easy. Yeah. Which quite frankly, and all the time is what I think you and I are trying to attempt to do.
Yeah.
Make the information easy. Make the information easy for you to understand. Complex information easy to understand.
Exactly.
The other way that because we know this about Jess, but I'm an interpersonal person. So to me, I'm acutely aware of the importance of strength training and all of the supplements and all the things. But I think the other real important piece that's missing, I think, in a lot of people's emotional diets, if you will, is the opportunity to have some kind of interpersonal development. Like, I mean, what do we really do at the end of the day? Like when we think about it, like what did you do to, you put a lot of supplements in your body. You had you put your collagen or, I mean, you were really, diligent about doing all that. But where did you reach out to a friend? Where did you have a quick conversation with somebody? Where did you connect? Right.
Yeah.
So the coffee stacking, to me is the other version of it is I do like a quick text or a quick phone call to be like, hey, Mick, say you were here. I usually make mine because I love Pete's. I usually make it at Pete's in like our town and downtown. And I'll say, hey, like tomorrow, 2:00, like, and I'll just kind of throw out a little thing. And literally I'm like, we're talking about a half an hour, 25 minutes, half an hour, kind of like these podcasts, like a lot of information and a lot of connection can happen in a short amount of time. And the coffee thing, if you go back to it, even if you don't drink, but most of my friends do, you get that little bit of caffeine, you get that little extra like dopamine and serotonin. So there's a little like boost in the brain. The barrier to entry is low. So just automatically people feel less like intimidated by that. And it is an excellent way to kind of like encourage trust and stability in the relationship. Because I think we can easily dismiss it as not important. But the more that we do that, the less connected we become to the people we want to be connected to. So it's just not enough to
No.
dismiss them.
Well, it's interesting.
Basically.
Yeah, we've my friends Mandy and Nikki
Yes,
and
your coffee
I.
people.
Yeah, Tuesday morning, 7:20. Most of the time we can, all three of us can make it. Sometimes just two of us can. And it literally is just 20 minutes because we're all like in that place. And it's been so lovely. And Mandy, in fact, said, it was that like late last year, she was feeling like her life was just work and family, and which was great, but she just felt like it was a little bit small. So it was really nice for her to have this sort of expansion, particularly in her Auckland life. She's Auckland, Wellington, like it's just how she has to travel for her work. So, and it's been great. It's been really great for all of us, I think. So
I
I'm
like
with
how you said small.
Yeah.
I think if you're just doing, like you were just even saying, like, I'm just right now, like you're just on the computer and you're typing and you're in this space, it's what you're doing, I mean, yeah, but it can feel confined. So it's amazing when you kind of just do this quick little thing. And I mean, a coffee hack is kind of that to me. It's a way to, kind of hack. Like it's a quick little moment in the day that you're taking back, you're pulling in, you're reinvesting into the relationships that matter most. So I mean, honestly, I guess the people that I'm either calling, so if I can't do a coffee, then I do a text or I do a quick message. But I, in the same way that I try to be vigilant about what's going into my body, from dietary standpoint, I really try to be mindful of that when it comes to my ability to connect interpersonally. I can't, there's no, to me, I'm not sure what I'm doing like emotionally if I'm not investing there too. So I think those like 20-25 minute of a meeting spot, calling out the number or the time and ordering, a little bit of caffeine feels really satiating. And it turns out it does clinically too. Cause I was kind of like looking up, I'm like, why clinically does this actually like work? And then of course, when you look it up, you're like, oh, it's these three things, like literally, like it's low barrier to entry. So people feel like safer when they do it. You literally get that kind of buzz from the caffeine, you get the buzz from the connection. And it's just, it's kind of, I feel like it's something that I've been just doing that's like helpful. So you do that on Tuesdays. Do you do anything else that is like a version of a coffee hack throughout the week?
Yeah, it's a great question. I do, but it's more of a gym hack. So a gym burst, like
a gym burst. I like it. Little bursts, right? We like bursts.
And it only happened really, it used to be much more frequent because my friend Amy was injured, couldn't run. And so we would meet up at the gym. And now she's back to running, which is fantastic. We share morning run spam with each other on Instagram. But then we also managed to find, of late, it's been maybe once a fortnight, we'll catch up at the gym for a bit of a session. And really, it's just a gossip. And we also, it's productive because we're also doing the workout at the same time. So, and I feel like that's a thing because sometimes you feel like you're just really squeezed for time. And so if you can, it's killing two birds with one stone, two really important birds with one stone. Yeah. But you're still able to do it and get it. So that would be my other probably coffee hack that I would have, which isn't at all to do with coffee.
No, I love it. I love the coffee in the gym, but the concepts is the same, right? The construct is the same. The way we like kind of pair it and put it together is the same.
Yeah.
And I would also challenge you to think too, because I know I've had to do this for myself because I'm just kind of used to like being in a state of movement, literally. But I think sometimes when we actually just pause and we're not doing a bunch of other things at the same time, like it is the most incredible thing. I've come to realize this even in my parenting, but like, if I am not looking at my phone, if I'm not looking at something else when I'm with another person, has been incredible for me. Like literally, I'd be like, even with my kids, I'm like, I'm looking down a ton, and I'm saying, okay, I have 5 minutes. I'm going to sit down. I've got 5 minutes, undivided.
Makes sense.
And you're like, wow, I feel so much better.
Yeah, totally.
Undivided 100%. Attention is a complete gift.
Yeah. I
so
totally
just opportunities to do that. But moral of the story is wake up first thing in the morning, have your regular coffee. Mikki and I are like, I mean, nothing makes, I'm the person that goes to bed literally the night before and thinks about her coffee first thing in the morning. I go to it, I go right to it, I pour it, I create it. But I think it's also, to me, I've kind of reimagined that in my day. And so the way I think about it is it's just an easy place to go with friends. And I find that it's been, it's been like this. It's just, you feel better. You feel better for doing it. So I think we all need to think about how we're investing that way too. Like what are we actually like, inputting there? We're very, very mindful about all the supplements and all the things, but like, what have we actually done to do those bursts in this other area? So,
Yeah, nice one.
Again, no judgment for how people do it, but I do think they should be thinking about it, and it's very, very satiating emotionally. So there.
Yeah, I love it. Nice one. I agree. Awesome, Jess.
Yay. So there's our hack. So I'll be letting you know how the creatine works in my coffee, because that's what I'm going to be trying this week.
Oh, that'll be great.
And so I think it'll dissolve nicely. And I don't know, the unflavored collagen peptide, and you'll see when you do it, I think it's like it has not changed any, like, I feel like my coffee is still the same. And half is like, I mean, I know it adds a little bit of calories, but it completely, for your like gut issues, I think it really helps like balance the acidity in your coffee, right? So I
totally
think there's
agree.
something to do that.
Yeah,
So
totally agree.
Just do that. Sugar's really low. So
yeah, nice one. Yeah, totally agree.
Happy coffee
Love it,
drinking.
Jess. Nice one.
Have a good week.
Alrighty. Yeah. See ya.
Bye.